What's up, y'all? This episode is for AEW All in Texas. There you have all the championship matches, the gauntlet matches, titles are on the line, jobs are on the line. Stay tuned, it's the Wrasslin Corner.
It's $1 million picture.
We are covering WWE and AEW.
Well, I'm not going to say she's there yet.
I feel like CJ White was before.
We will beat him with this bat right here.
Yeah. Busy weekend in the wrestling world out there. I already dropped our predictions for WWE Saturday Night Main Event, so if you missed that, check it out. And after this, I will be recording Evolution Ladies Night on Sunday. But this episode is AEW. We're talking All in Texas 2025. We're going to break down every match, so let's get right to it. First match I'm looking at is the AEW Men's Championship Texas Death Match between Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page. I've heard mixed opinions on this. I am all for this. I love a good death match. If you don't know that these guys can also wrestle and they like to do this, then you are an idiot. Even you, Bubba Ray, I heard him whining that he's seen this before. These guys are proven that they can do both sides of it. This is what they like. This is their passion. This is the match. Top two matches, honestly, on the card. Who do we think? Who do we want? Make sure you guys comment below. I know I'm in the minority. I have liked Jon Moxley's run. I do like the heel and the titles in the briefcase. Very similar to John Cena's current storyline, but no one gives Moxley any love. But I do think it's time for a change. It's been this way for a while. The Death Riders have been running control over everything for ages. It's time for a change. Also, Swerve has kind of been helping Hangman do the babyface turn or the face flip. So it only makes sense for the babyface to get the payoff at the end at this big pay-per-view All In. So my think is going to be Hangman Adam Page. And honestly, I am cool with either guy winning. I like both the guys. I'm looking forward to the match. So either guy is my want, but my think is going to be with Hangman Adam Page for your new champion. And then we're looking at the women's championship match. I'm talking Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné. And I actually saw people hyped for this online. I cannot believe it. This is the most ridiculous match on the card. You know Mercedes Moné is not going to book herself to lose in this situation. She's got too much Hulk Hogan control. Toni Storm, I'm not the hugest fan of the gimmick, but she is a better wrestler than Mercedes Moné. Moné has too much creative control. She's going to win. And I guess I prefer Toni Storm a little bit, but I'm not huge on this title picture at the moment. But I do think Mercedes Moné is going to use her creative control. Just like every other pay-per-view of hers, it's been predictable. She also doesn't know how to cut a promo. She's also very unathletic. She used to be in WWE, though, so I guess that's the most important thing. After that, we are looking at the AEW International and Continental Championship Unification match. We are getting the AEW Unified Championship. Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, they are laying it down. And I got to say, this is, I almost said the other match was the match of the night. This is the match of the night. These are two of the best talents on the roster. Who do I prefer? I know I'm in the minority on this. I think Okada is a little bit better. Perhaps Omega is a bit flippier, and don't sleep on Okada's flips. But Okada is a bit stiffer. He's stronger. It looks real. Realer than what Omega's pulling out, which is incredible. I'm not shitting on him. I think it's going to come down to Okada getting some support from the outside to win this match. That would make him look good in the loss, that Omega. It would let Okada win the heel, a heel way. Omega has his next storyline, fighting Okada, fighting the Young Bucks. He's trying to get that AEW Unified title off the top heel, off Kazuchika Okada. And you know what? That's what I want. I like Okada a bit more than him. So let's go think and want Okada with outside interference, for sure. And then we're looking at the Tag Team Championship match. We've got the Hurt Syndicate, hotter than ever, Jet Speed. Although I like Mike Bailey. And Christian Cage with Nick Wayne, the Patriarchy. I like Christian Cage and Nick Wayne getting added to this. Jet Speed, they're going to have a couple cool high spots. Let's just rule them out. It's really going to be the Patriarchy or the Hurt Syndicate. And as much as I'm a Christian American, and I'm a Nick Wayne is incredible. I don't think it's time to take it off the Hurt Syndicate yet. MJF just joined. They're trying to get more gold. I might be hinting at my gauntlet match coming up, but I think the Hurt Syndicate is here to stay, and I think they're here for gold. So I think the Hurt Syndicate's going to win, and I want Christian and Nick Wayne to win. Those are the championship matches. We still have 2 Casino Gauntlet matches and a tag title match to discuss. We'll get right to it. We'll be right back in 24 seconds.
Dubby. Dubby. Free from sugar, fillers, jitters, and all that BS.
Bite-sized pizzas on wholesome little bagels.
Dubby. 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 Free from sugar, fillers, Dubby.
And it's this time we're going to go on to the men's Casino Gauntlet match. So far we've got Mark Briscoe, MJF, Bandito, Brody King, Mystico, and Ricochet. Now, set different from your regular over-the-top battle royal type of thing. This is they all come in periodically, but the first pin actually wins, and I actually like that little difference there. It's something unique that AEW brings. I dig it. We are going to talk about the match itself. I kind of teased it a minute ago. I think the Hurt Syndicate are going to retain their tag titles. MJF just joined the faction, it's a kind of an awkward fit. And I think MJF is going to win this. He's going to get help. It's going to be a greasy heel moves. It's going to be something not wrestling talent related. Heel greasy moves are wrestling related, so that's not fair, I suppose. MJF is going to win this. I don't have a particular want picked out. I mean, Brody King, I would just love to see something new. Brody King it stands out to me. He's a beast. He's underpushed in AEW. So let's say I want Brody King. But I do think it's MJF going to take this one. And the women are also having the Casino Gauntlet match. They only have Chris Statlander and Megan Bayne on this card that I'm looking at here anyway. Now, even though this woman is not on the card right now, I'm pretty confident she'll be in it. And I know it's the most underpushed star of AEW. If AEW really wants to keep growing their divisions, homegrown talents, especially the women's division, they have got to give this one to Willow Nightingale for the win. It would be a good move for the company. I don't love the babyface gimmick, but it has its place in the wrestling. She's been putting on beast matches, no big title shots. I think, they could give Megan Bayne. I'm going to go think. I want to say think and want Willow Nightingale. If they give it to Megan Bayne over her, then, that's a bad move from the company. They're just going with the look rather than pushing their homegrown, deserving star. It's not just that they've been there a while. And the final match is Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay teaming up to take on the Young Bucks. Interesting little stipulation here. If the Young Bucks lose, they lose their EVP titles. And if Strickland and Ospreay lose, they can not challenge for the world title for 1 year. They added this stipulation to try to make it feel bigger than it is. That being said, if I can put away the booking and the story of it all, when the bell rings, this is going to be insane. The Young Bucks do have a tendency to be a little bit spotty, but they still are a very entertaining tag team. Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay may be 1A and 1B on the roster. I'm certainly a fan of both. That is going to be a great match. Tag match. Who do I think? Who do I want? Make sure you guys are commenting as well. I certainly want Swerve and Will Ospreay to win this match, but it doesn't make sense for the Young Bucks to drop their titles of EVPs. I can't see that happening. I can much easier pretend that Swerve and Will Ospreay don't get a world title shot for a year. They can find other titles to go for in the meantime. It's not that hard to come up with a story for them. That is more possible in my mind than the Young Bucks dropping their EVP titles. Think Young Bucks want Ospreay and Strickland. And that is going to wrap it up, guys, for this episode of the Wrasslin Corner, AEW All in Texas. Make sure you go buy some energy drink, W. Use that 10% off code. Also, make sure you use our link to get 125% deposit bonus for all you degenerate gamblers out there. You can get it 3 times. Check it out. Real fresh BetUS partnership. Check it out. And don't forget, it's a busy weekend in wrestling. I've already done Saturday Night Main Event. You just watched All In, and I still have to do Evolution. So it's all coming. Stay tuned to the Real Fresh channel. Hit that subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.
That's $1 million picture to me.
We are covering WWE and AEW.
Well, I'm not going to say she's there yet.
I'm still like TJ White with the ball.
We will beat him with this bat.